Pre-K, Miss Pritchard here. Welcome to your last week of virtual learning in Pre-K. That's right, boys and girls, this is our last week. After this week, it is summer vacation. And once our summer vacation is over in the fall, when we come back to school, guess what grade you're going to be in? That's right, kindergarten. You're all going to be kindergartners. So this week, we're going to be talking a lot about things that you might want to know before heading into kindergarten. A few little tips. We're going to be reading you books about kindergarten, and we can answer any questions that you might have. So to get us started this week, I'm going to be reading a book that's called Kindergarten, Here We Come, written by Quinlan B. Lee and illustrated by Anna Bermejo. Before I get started reading, we need to sing the parts of the book. I hope you sing along with me. Front, cover, back, cover, title, and spine. Front, cover, back, cover, title, and spine. Front, cover, back, cover, title, and spine. These are the parts of a book. Kindergarten, here we come. Here's my title page. Kindergarten, Here We Come, by Quinlan B. Lee and illustrated by Anna Bermejo. Hannah, Sam, Zara, and Leo are in pre-K, just like all of you. They have been pals all year, but the year is almost over. It is time to get ready for kindergarten. The class sits on the rug for circle time. Today is a big day, says Miss Bird. It is kindergarten sneak peek day. Yay, says Sam. I like to sneak. And I like to peek, says Hannah. Leo raises his hand. What is sneak peek day? He asks. Miss Bird smiles. Today we are going to visit kindergarten. You will see how big and fun it is. And look, their message board says, Kindergarten Sneak Peek Day. Is there story time in kindergarten? Asks Zara. Do you think you'll have story time in kindergarten? Y-E-S. Yes! Yes, says Miss Bird. There is story time in kindergarten. So just like in pre-K when we have read-alouds and story time where your teachers read to you, you'll have that in kindergarten too. Are there desks in kindergarten? Asks Leo. Y-E-S. Yes, there are big desks, says Miss Bird. So at our school, the desks that you'll use are going to look just like the tables we have in pre-K. We call them kidney-shaped tables. They're those big tables that curve around. There will be a bunch of tables in your classrooms. Your teacher will put a special name tag with your name on it, just like Leo has here on his desk. That'll be your spot. So in pre-K, where you get to pick what seat you want to sit in kindergarten, you're going to have what's called an assigned seat. Your name will be on a seat, and that's where you'll sit to do all of your work during work time. So you will keep your pencils, your crayons, and things there. That way you'll know where all your materials are, and you have a place to go to anytime you need to do writing or reading for class. Are there books in kindergarten? Asks Sam. I love books. Do you think there's going to be books? Of course. Yes, says Miss Bird. There is a library full of books. So just like in pre-K, we have in our classroom a book area. In your kindergarten classrooms, your teacher will have a book area, or they might call it the classroom library. That's where they'll have bookshelves or baskets full of books that you can choose to read during free reading times, maybe when you do your centers, or other special times of the day when your teacher allows you to read. Also in pre-K, or in kindergarten, just like in pre-K, we have our school library where Miss Musulmani lets you check out books. In kindergarten, you'll go to the library at least once a week to read a book with Miss Musulmani, and you'll get to pick out a book to bring back to your classroom to read in the classroom. Is there art in kindergarten? Asked Zara. Yes, says Miss Bird. You can draw and paint in kindergarten. So just like in pre-K, we have a lot of time where we like to do art projects during small group. In kindergarten, your teachers will do special art projects and crafts with you too. You'll do lots of coloring and drawing. Sometimes you might get to paint, use scissors, glue sticks. You might even have a special time of day just for art class when you're in kindergarten next year. What did Zara paint on her easel? I see zig, zag, zoom. It's the letter Z for her name, Zara. What about lunch? Asks Leo. Do we eat lunch in kindergarten? Yes, says Miss Bird. You will eat in a big lunchroom. If you remember a couple weeks ago, Mrs. Fatten and the cafeteria staff sent us a video showing us our school lunchroom and lunch line. So next year, you'll have breakfast and lunch from the cafeteria. And you'll even get to eat snack in kindergarten too. But like in pre-K where we give you your snack, in kindergarten you get to bring a snack from home. Your teacher will have a special time of the day where you eat snack in the classroom, and then you'll also have a special time of day when it's your lunch time where you get to go get lunch from the cafeteria. Sam waves his hand. Is there a slide in kindergarten? He asks. Yes, says Miss Bird. There is a big slide in kindergarten. If you remember what our playground looks like in pre-K, we play in the smaller playground with the fence around it. But right outside of it, I know you've all seen the big slide and the big monkey bars. Next year when you're in kindergarten, you get to be on the big kid playground with the big slides. There are kids in kindergarten too, says Miss Bird. Big kids. And there are new friends. I like new friends, says Hannah, but I don't like big kids. Look at her. How is she feeling? Her face looks pretty worried. She's worried about the kids being bigger than her. Are you worried about that? Let's see what Miss Bird tells her to make her feel better. Yes, you do, says Miss Bird. Let me show you. Hannah goes to the stand tall wall. Look how you grew this year, says Miss Bird. So over here we have stand tall wall. And it's like a ruler over here for measuring how tall they are. This line here has an H on it. This is how tall Hannah was in the beginning of pre-K. Now she's this tall. My turn, says Sam. Miss Bird smiles. Sam, you grew this much. Look at here was Sam in the beginning. And here's how tall Sam is now. Your hair grew too. He does have pretty tall hair, doesn't he? So who are the big kids in kindergarten? Miss Bird asks. Who do you think the big kids are? The pre-K pals smile. We are the big kids, Leo says. That's right, says Miss Bird. You are big kids now. You are ready for kindergarten. Kindergarten, here we come, Zara says. The end. Just like the boys and girls in this story, you guys are all big kids now too, and you're ready for kindergarten. And these kids had a lot of questions about kindergarten, like, were they going to have books and story time? Are they going to be able to do art projects in kindergarten? And yes, they have all those things. So if there's any questions that you have about some things that you might be doing in kindergarten next year, go ahead and ask us. Let me, Miss Fine, Mrs. Rabab, Miss Rima, or Miss Hashem know what your questions are about kindergarten. Because you guys, we know you're all ready for kindergarten and you're going to have a great year next year. All right, I hope you have a great day. Miss Fine will be back with another book tomorrow. Bye, Pre-K.